everyone, this is Hanalei and we are going to be drawing a flower. I'm going to first tell you some things that you need to draw this and to draw anything else. Just get your supplies. So you're going to want a pencil, an eraser, a sharpener, a glass of water for if you get thirsty while you're drawing. I get thirsty a lot. And some paintbrushes or crayons, whichever one you're gonna draw with, or color in, with. And then you're gonna need some water for the paintbrushes if you're gonna be painting. And maybe add a little pink elephant, who cares? So, we are gonna be doing a flower. I told you in the start of the video. So make a circle in the page. You're gonna need blank page though, and rip it out and then tape it on with some masking tape. I didn't have that, so I have to use duct tape. So draw a circle in the middle, and then draw a curving line to the top, and draw it for the other side as one petal. And then put those two lines together. It should look like this, and maybe you can do a little top, and then I want you to do that all around the flower. You are gonna be erasing some parts a lot. So don't worry if you mess up, just be confident that it will turn out great and you are going to be doing a good work. So, do that. And after you do that, it can look like this. However you draw in any different way, it can look different, but this is how I did it. You may want to check on your petals and maybe like even one out or something, or do like the details and like finish your flower. And then after you do those petals, so you're gonna need follow, depends how you want your photo. If you want it to look with only like one row of petals, you can stop here and start coloring it in and maybe fast forward, or you can, or if you want a back row of petals, you can keep on listening. So for the next row, we are kind of not gonna go, if you want, you can go like this, like you're making a petal, and it can go through the lines, but then after you're done, you're gonna wanna be erasing those lines that you went through the other petals, because they're gonna be the back petals. So then it will look like this, like it pointing out of the front petals. So you're just gonna want to do that all around. Okay, so once you do that, it should look like this, or any way you do it. And now, since we have that all done, we can maybe like shape like the back petals or the front petals, like maybe do some erasing to like make it perfect, just the way you want it. So we are going to be doing that for 1 minute, and just check on all your things, see how they are. So now I'm gonna be doing the stem. So it depends how you want it. If you want it straight, you can just draw a straight line, but if you want it curvy, you can do it how I'm doing it. So you may want to start from the bottom start curving your way up. And then if you want to erase something and redo it, you can. And also, art takes time, so don't think of this as gonna be like an easy little thing. This is one of the easy flowers though. So if you're on a rough stage, it's fine. Just take a deep breath is what I mostly do, and erase what you did wrong, and redo it. And so once you got the stem, you can probably maybe do a line that goes around it like this, if you can see that. So keep on doing that all the way to the bottom. And then we're gonna put some petals, little leaves on it, because we already done the petals. And so we are gonna be doing the petals right there. I'm sorry if it's a little hard to see. The camera is on this side, not this side, so, but I hope you can see it good. And I just want you to make those petals right there. And then after you make all the petals, mostly I would put like 2, just looking like that. And maybe erase something if you did something wrong on it. And after you do that, I want you to put this little line through it, kind of like curving up to one side on the upper side, and then put some lines on it. Do it on the other side, and then I want you to do the same for the other leaf. And then you have your flower. Stick around if you want to do a background, or if you just want to leave it blank, and stick around if you want to do the color. So we're going to make a sun for the background. Make it just a little circle. And so after you make that circle, you can erase some spots that are not the best. And so you can either add lines to the sun, or you can leave it just like a normal circle up in the sky. And we're almost ready to start painting or coloring in with crayons or something. So I want you to make like a little dirt line, like where the dirt is gonna be. And then we're gonna add some grass, so do some flicks. Little flicks as grass, starting from the dirt line. That's kind of gonna be in the background. And then if you want, you can add clouds, but if you want it to be a clear blue sky, you can do that. So now we can start getting to the painting or coloring. So I'm going to be getting out my paints, if I can find them in this drawer. And just in case, I am going to be getting my crayons if I want to do any like side details. So you're going to be wanting to get some brushes, like how I have here. And I have these type of crayons right here. They're actually pastels, I think. So I'm going to put that at the top of my page where I can reach. And I'm going to grab some of my other ones, just in case. I have no idea what I'm really going to be doing with the crayons, but just in case, I'm using oil pastels and paints. So probably why don't we start with the petals? So maybe you should get a brush like this, a thin, nice brush, but still a little thick, and then you can choose any colors. Maybe you want to do both the same color, or maybe you want to do both two different colors, okay? So then after you pick your color, I'm gonna pick mine right now. I'm thinking of some blue and some purple. Those are the colors that I'm gonna be wanting to pick. Just gotta get it organized, bring those colors up to the front so then I can reach them easier. So for the front, I'm gonna probably be doing some purple. But we wanna wet our brush first, so then it'll be easier to stick. And so let's do the purple. And maybe if you want, you can turn on some music. I forgot to say that at the start. Because if you maybe get bored sometimes when you're painting or like you're coloring and most of the time I love listening to the music. But I forgot to turn it on. I forget a lot of things. So you just want to do that for all around the petals. And after you do that, you want to like smear out the paint so then it looks nice. Maybe you can make it a little longer. Depends how you want it. So just keep on doing that. It's fine if you maybe mess up. Painting takes some time. You're not gonna become the best painter in the world. That's why you are probably watching this video, so you can get some practice on your painting and coloring and drawing. So then after, just smear it out like how I said. Make sure like there's not a big glob in one petal, and in the other petal there is a big glob. You just want to smear it out. Make the petals look nice. And so do the same with the other petal, the back petals. And then you'll probably be good for the petals. And then after, after the petals, I'll be explaining how we are going to be coloring the background. So then maybe just touch it up a little bit, and then you can use the same brush or a different brush for the back petals. Maybe you want to use a different brush because the back petals maybe be smaller or bigger. So you can use however you did that. So I made my back petals a little smaller. So I am going to be doing with a small brush. And so you should kind of make your back petals look like that. So it looks nice. And then after you do that, we're going to be starting the background. The stem. It's fine if you make a couple mistakes. And if you're a beginner, just don't get stressed and just breathe in and breathe out. So after you're done with those petals, the back petals, I want you to maybe get on the paintbrush some of the extra paint in there so it looks even with the other petals. So then keep on doing that until you're done with all those petals. maybe dip a little more paint for the last petal. And also don't rush because you can do some mistakes. So just don't rush. And then after you're done with those, you can maybe touch up the sidelines, make it look perfect. So, after you're done with those petals, this is how mine looks now. Close up that color. I want you to wash your brush. Maybe grab a tissue to clean the brush. Okay, then I want you to put your brushes back where you keep them. Doesn't matter where you keep them. And you want to grab another small brush. I'm looking for one of mine. I keep one under here, which is very small. I'm going to have to grab my area. And look for this brush. There it is. Just fell down when I needed it. So then you want to put your brushes back wherever you keep them. And after you put them all of them back, grab your brush and dip it in some green, whichever green you want, dark green or light green. Dip it in some water before you do that. And I'm probably going to be choosing some light green. So I'm just going to dip the edge of my brush inside and then go inside the lines of the stem. And I just want you to do that. Even out all that green. Maybe dip it in some more if you need some. And then once you're done, we are going to be doing the leaves. And if you have an apron and you're using like this, if you have some of your favorite clothes on while you're doing this, you maybe want to change into some of your non-favorite clothes or get an apron. And I know you went to the bottom, and you might have went to the bottom of the page for the stem, but just stop where the dirt line is. And then we are going to be grabbing another brush. So put that brush back in, maybe wipe the color off and dip in the water, and then grab another brush, maybe this one. And you can either use the same color green, or you can use a different color of green. So I'm going to be using my same color, and I just want to go over those lines I made. I suggest light green so that you can still see the lines when you're going to be painting, so that you can still see them. And then do your second leaf. If you have a third or a fourth or something, do those. If you have a only one leaf or something, that's fine. Just do that one. And then after you do that, we are going to be doing the grass. So just flick with your paintbrush like how we did with the pencil. You can do same color and only do like one layer, or you can do it with 2 layers of different colored grass. So like I'm going to be doing a light green and a dark green. So I'm going to be doing those colors and just be flicking them, and it maybe go together, the colors, just make it look nice like that. And then we can do the middle of the flower. So maybe get your yellow or orange, whichever one you want to do, and go in the middle. After we do the background, we're going to be doing some of the details like the outlining. And then wash your brush. And then we are going to be getting some brown out. Whichever type of brown, dark brown, light brown, whichever one. We're just going to be painting the dirt. So it's going to be kind of like, you can see like inside the ground, or you can do like leaves at the bottom of the page, whichever one you want to do. You can like see inside the ground, but you can do whichever one you want. You can maybe do a hill in the background. I'm probably not going to do a hill. I'm probably just going to keep it like this, and that's how my painting looks so far. And then we can grab some more yellow. Just remember to wipe off your brush. Grab some more yellow for the sun. Close the brown. Grab your yellow and go in the circle. Color in the circle. Make it look beautiful. And then you can either do the details for last, or you can do it right now. I'm probably gonna do the details right now, so I'm probably gonna get my thin brush. Excuse me. I just used this one that I just used for the stem a couple of minutes ago. And we want to grab some black. So use your black, get it on the tip. And I want you just to outline your flower that you're making. I just want you to outline that. This may take a couple of minutes, but you want a very thin brush for this. And don't worry if you get any paint on your hands, it'll come off. Depends what paint you got. But the paint that you got probably will come off. And so once you get the outlining done on the first petals, it may take a while, you may have to go over a couple of times. Do the second petals. The second petals should be easier because they're smaller and they have less outlining to do. You may have to dip your brush in a couple times. So you just want to after you outline your whole flower, even the middle, you can do outlining or not, depends how you want to do it. And after you got the outlining done, you can outline the trunk, the stem I mean, and the leaves. I'm not going to outline all the way to the bottom where the grass starts to go. I'm only going to outline where the grass goes up to, and then surround the leaves. After you outline the leaves, you want to outline the insides. And then when we covered over the leaves with all green, remember when we did that line inside? Well, I want you to get your paintbrush again with the black. You're going to be doing some more outline and follow that line. That's why I chose green, a light green, so I could see it better. Just make those little flicks. And then do the same thing on the other one. And so it may not look how you wanted to, but you're probably just beginning. So I don't think of this as like I suck at art and say I can do it better next time. Just probably copy this, your painting. So maybe when you're done with it, you can copy your painting from when you did a while ago and copy it and try making it just how you want it. So I'm saying this is not my best one. I have done better, but I'm copying this one that I have done a while ago. This is not my best one, but I am just trying to do my best right now, and that's all that counts. Maybe you could do this for like a special holiday that you have, or give it to your friend for their birthday or something, for a present, or do it for Father's Day or Mother's Day, depends what time it is and or what month it is in your country or city or island. I'm living in island of Bali right now in Indonesia. And so once you're done with all that outlining, you can maybe, if you got a little black in like some areas that wasn't supposed to be black, you can clean that brush and then use the color green or whatever color that, whatever area color that wasn't supposed to be black, and just paint over it a couple of times until it's perfect, just the way how you want it. But if you didn't get any lines wrong, you are a very good painter. And so, then we're gonna be getting a big brush. Not too big, but just enough. Maybe this size. Why don't we do, maybe this size would be big enough. And I want you to grab whatever type of blue you want. Wait, first, get in the water. And then I want you to dip it in and paint it on the outline, on the outside. I'm sorry if you hear some stuff that is in the background. My mom and dad are doing some videos today, so I thought I may do some. And so I'm sorry if it's a little noisy and you can hear some videos that my mom and dad are doing. We're the Gestapo family, so my mom and dad are kind of like filmers. They like make a lot of videos. They are in the videos. We hire filmers, but they make videos for their job. And so it's also a holiday here in Bali, so I thought I may do this video because it is nippy in Bali today. And in nippy, it's like you have to stay inside the whole day and whole night, no going out, because there's this story, I can't really remember it. I think it was about a princess. Like these monsters wanted a princess and they couldn't find her because everybody was inside. So it's kind of like today there's like a princess hidden and the people are trying to, and the monsters are trying to find her. So it's kind of like I'm acting as my little cute puppy that I now have. Her name is Buttercup. It's kind of like the princess, and while I wasn't doing this video, I'm like, no, don't get off. Just messing around. And it's fun to mess around when you're a kid. You can explore your mind. And today, I am just very excited because it's my first video. Very happy. Feel free to dip some water in to spread out better. And this is a great day. Very sunny out. And I bet it's going to be a great day to play inside the house. I wish we could go outside because it's a very sunny day, great beach day, but we can't go outside because it's like this law, you cannot go outside because the princess may be, the monsters maybe find you or something and they'll kill you or something. And so we are tourists, but we live here now, and so we have to obey the rules that Bali has, and this is one of them. Once you're done with the background, you could maybe check on some things that you're done, that you have done maybe wrong, and like repaint it, or like if it's too light or something, you can redo that. And so also spread out some of the blue that's there. Almost got it in my drinking water. May want to move that drinking water back. So go get some more blue. So once you're done with that, I'm going to tell you what you can do next. Well, I already told you what you can do next. After you're done with everything, I'll tell you what you gotta do. So this is how mine looks so far. I'm going to be doing the details that I missed and stuff. I gotta grab this brush, grab my purple, and I'm going to be coloring this in. Make it look unique. So I'm sorry if this is a long video, but you can maybe color in the grass. I mean like the blue inside the grass, but if you don't want to, it's fine. And now I have to tell you something. You probably did a great painting. You should be very proud of yourself, taking a risk and doing something new and experimenting with your knowledge and brain and your art. So now you can take off that tape that you have on the bottom probably. You're going to want to take it off first and color in your blue, your brown, where it is. Use whatever paintbrush you want to use. I'm probably not going to use this one. So then just paint in that spot that you taped. So then you can see the whole picture. Okay, and then wash that brush. And then you're going to move anything that's blocking that tape. And rip off the tops. Oh, if it might have ripped, you may want to tape that. I think it was too early. Also, don't be disappointed if it got ripped. Just make it look nice in maybe cutting the other sides to look like that. So now I'm going to be, and if you got that mistake like how I did, just do what I'm doing, make it look like it was supposed to be that way. And then I hope you have a trash can near you, so then you don't have to walk a long ways to throw it away. And just throw your tape parts and your pieces of paper away. After you throw that away, I want you to take a nice pretty look at your painting. This is how mine turned out. Not the best, but very good for me. I think I am going to be working on my painting more often. And I hope I will be able to post some more videos. Be unstoppable. Check the behind the scenes to see some tips on what you should do. Bye.